Good morning. We're talking about being salt and light. That's what Jesus has commissioned us to do and to be. And he's talked about things that obstacles that sort of undercut our witness, undercut the see you, see me kind of dynamic. And now he shifts gears into our practices that both sully our witness and at the same time kind of create this falsity within us. That is how we practice our religion and our actually spiritual disciplines out in public. And he deals with, in this particular case, particularly prayer and almsgiving to the poor and fasting. Now, all this we talked about kind of as there's sort of two sides to this, that there's a hypocrisy side of things, and then there is also a life-giving and sustaining side of this. I want to address the life-giving and sustaining side of this for just a moment this morning, that God wants you and I to develop a secret life with him, that he wants to have things that are just between you and him. And those are things like prayer, like fasting, like giving to others in secret ways that only God sees. And this morning, I just want to talk to you real briefly about the idea that part of what keeps us from this is guilt. That we kind of get because we've tried and maybe we've failed. Maybe somebody taught us how to pray and we've not done such a good job of praying that way. Maybe somebody encouraged you to journal, taught you how to journal, and then you're not a good journaler, or you're not a good reader, or all those different kind of things. It's like, I guess I just can't do these things. And so you get guilty, and you, over time, you just stop making the effort because you feel guilty and I'm just not any good at this. So I'll show up at church. Maybe I'll come to a house church, but I got nothing else to do. I want to tell you that God wants to connect with you in prayer more than you want to pray. He's like that person who loves you so much, who just wants to shine his face on you and build you up and build, confidence in you. And he is waiting to be with you every single day. That God wants you to succeed in these things. He doesn't want you failing in these things. And there's a lot of breadth and dimension in terms of how you cultivate a meaningful, secret prayer life with God. And so today, I want you to think just about that God wants this for you because it's good for you, that's life-giving for you. And he is calling you to close to himself because he loves you, not because he's pointing a finger at you, but because he loves you. So let's shed the guilt. Let's restart. Let's try some new things and see what God will do. We'll talk tomorrow.